Today we're gonna make this cutesy and whimsy lily cake with colorful gems all over. This is a vanilla cake with a vanilla buttercream, and I'll show you the piping tip that we're using, how easy this is to make, so you can make this with your friends or by yourself. This would be so fun as a little crafty baking project, having the girls over or just any friends or family and doing this together. Don't forget to follow me on my socials where I post a lot more baking inspo and recipes, quick and short form so it's easy to digest. And here I'll give you much more of the detailed and thorough links and also instructions on how to make these types of cakes. I also dressed up my hair with this matching hair clip and face gems because why not? Let's be whimsy and match our cakes. So let's get into making this cake. Okay, so I have everything that I need. A 6-inch round cake with a crumb coat on it. And then I also have a piping bag with a piping tip on it. And this piping tip is an Tik 48. And what I really love about this decorating, as you'll see, is that it's really easy for beginners. So don't be scared if this is their first time piping, because this is meant to be a little messy and fun. So you don't have to worry about being precise or perfect. And this is my classic buttercream recipe. I'll link down the short recipe of it just in simple steps, but if you really like to know a more in-depth recipe for this buttercream, I'll also link down my baking course, which goes over the basics of buttercream, how to make it, and then goes all the way up to how to make your own vintage cakes. I'm just gonna fill up this piping bag with some of my vanilla buttercream. My tip is to always put the piping bag inside out into a glass jar, and it makes it really easy to fill up. Just gently push the buttercream down into the piping bag. You don't want to fill it up all the way because it'll be really hard to pipe like that, and you don't want the buttercream exploding out of the top. Then I like to twist the top to secure it. And there is your piping bag with my buttercream ready to go. When you look at this piping tip, you're going to see a smooth side and then a pointy side. This is the side that we want facing outwards towards us that we're going to be using. We're going to work our way from the bottom up in columns all around the cake. And I want to bring you in for more of a close-up so you can see how I'm going to pipe. It's actually pretty easy. We're going to pull up and then let it drop into a little ruffle. And we're just gonna do this all around the cake. We're gonna let it drop and then pull up, let it drop, pull up. Like I mentioned before, you do not need to make it perfect. The whole point is that it looks kind of whimsical and a little messy to make it look more handmade. You can also continue on the top, but I'll show that in another part. Now we're gonna work on the top, so we're gonna continue what we did on the sides and bring it all the way over to the top. And I'm actually gonna meet it right in the middle. So I'm gonna go across first and then start to fill in the gaps. The same technique applies, so just make sure to use the pointed jagged edge on the outside. I'm actually gonna put just a little indent in the middle so I know where to end. I'm gonna do that 4 times. There we go, and then I'm gonna fill in the gaps with some more rows. And you just want to pipe it together so it looks seamless from the top to the bottom, but the rows do not have to be exact. One side is done. What you'll notice is it doesn't go completely inside, but that's okay because we're going to be adding the lily on top and it'll be covering most of this as well. And there is the top. Now we're gonna use some of our fake lilies. You can use 1 or 2. And I'll also be using these cute gems. They already have sticky backs, so you don't have to worry about adding glue. And I'll be linking all of this down below. They're all from Amazon. Look how fun these stickers are. So I'm gonna put them all over the lilies. Let's grab one of our lilies. I'll start off with one of the stars. And then you just place it directly on. So cute. Just keep adding them all around the inside of the flower. And these are the same gems that I currently have on my eyes to match. This is honestly such a cute and fun little crafting activity that you can do with friends if they come over. I have a lot of pink and purple and yellow, so I'm gonna add a little bit of blue. Now that we have the decorated lilies, we're gonna add them to the top of the cake. And these are fake, so they're not real. Please do not use real lilies because parts of it can actually be poisonous, especially to pets, and people should not be ingesting it. So I would always suggest using these type of fake flowers. You can always wash them as well as you're inserting them into a cake. Gems on my eyes and gems on these lilies. So these are the 2 lilies that I decorated that we're gonna be adding to the top of the cake. Now we're gonna add some of the bigger gems onto the sides of the cake. These are not edible, so please do not eat them. They're just for decoration. Then I'm gonna finish all around the cake. I actually decided to add 1 more lily to the cake so it didn't look so empty in the back. And this is the finished lily gem cake. It's so whimsy, so cute and colorful, and I love how it turned out. And honestly, this was so easy to make. I think what's really nice is that you can customize it with whatever gems that you like, whatever color scheme, or you just want it to be colorful. And I like that it only requires 1 piping tip and it's just a solid vanilla buttercream, so you don't have to dye in any different color. As always, please don't forget to like and subscribe, especially if you like this video. I can't wait to do a lot more baking videos for you all, especially if you like the cute, whimsy, cozy baking. I can't wait to give you more recipes and more inspo, and I'll see you all in the next one.